upload song.
This is the upload song. I got megabits. Megabits, the biggest bits. Oh yeah, we've got all the bits.
Okay. Little bits, come in.
Little bits, big bits.
No, Little Bits was a 90s cartoon.
How do I unlock from the grid?
There's an option when you make a map.
Hold on to Alt while moving it around.
There's an option when I make a map, but the map's already made. I want it to stop.
You go up to the top where the map is listed, and there's a little gear icon next to it, and you click the gear icon, and there's a checkbox to turn the grid off.
Okay, there we go. Boing. Thank you. Okay, and then how do I move everybody to have you look at the thing I'm looking at?
Oh, well, I'm just going to scroll over
Shift, left click.
Shift, left click. Alright, did that move everybody?
Nope.
It didn't
just
work.
the bottom right.
It's not
All
working.
your maps on the same page?
Yeah, why not?
Alright, we're not really using them as battle maps.
No, I just wanted to show you guys the layout of the city. And also, this is a low-res map, so it would load faster. But yes, you'll come in through the city. There's that neat opening part of the river that, as you can see there, has walls on either side of it. So if they wanted to start cannoneering you, they could. And then you'll actually enter the city itself. So Heliopolis is, like I said, it's a very impressive city because it's got lots of old structure buildings. The river itself is very wide. That river is about 2 kilometers wide or more in many spots.
Impressive.
Yeah, so there's lots of boat traffic. But you have a good helmsman, and you can sail into Heliopolis Bay there on the east bank. We're back in Heliopolis. Smell that Heliopolitan air. Smells like the delta of a river. Ugh.
And now I suppose we need to form a plan.
Well, say the 4 captains who have arrived here, I suppose we're supposed to, we need to do our inspection to find out where this happened. You said you had an incident near a tower. Did you tell us about your incident near the Tower of the Dead, or?
Well, no, I informed them. I informed the what was he, Master Father?
The Master Capitular, yeah.
Master Capitular. I informed him about the encounter at Nier's place, Nier's palace, Nier's home, whatever.
Right. That was where you got attacked by the assassins?
No, that's where we met the alligator that claimed to be, what was his name? Bob, Tim, Ross. It was one of those weird one-word names that seemed oddly out of place for this area.
It sounded like a pseudonym.
Yeah.
Right. You're talking about the underground that ran
Yeah,
into.
the guy who claimed to be the leader of the underground.
Yeah. Yeah. I think he said his name, I think he might have said his name was Saud, but I'm sure people will go over the notes and prove me wrong on that.
It was a very Anglican name. That's why it was weird. It was also like one of those like three-letter names.
And no one wrote that. It's so important you didn't write it down. Roger that, boss. Yeah, people are learning what a bad game master I am because I have all these notes and none of them match anything you guys ever say. So, normally not an issue, but we're all being recorded. All right, so you want us to go into this. So we have to go to a law-abiding place and investigate. I suppose the 4 of us can do that and try to blend in with the crowd. We are assimilated natives of this of Acoma, so we can try to blend in with everyone else. This is probably where we're going to go ahead and part ways for a bit because.
Well, I mean, why should we have to part ways? Why don't I just lead you there?
Excuse me.
Well,
yes, Eldritch can do that, and I suppose your sly fox friend can come with us as well, because the 2 of you look like you can play. You can stage a low profile. But what about Captain Sam and his navigator friend? What are you guys going to do? You're
I'm
gonna come
coming
with us?
with them.
I'm gonna be following whoever has the most potential to lead me to stab some.
Well, I could potentially handle the ship while you handle this mess of things, but I suppose my services might be more required with you, Captain.
Well, Coriana's gonna. I have more. Coriana says, "I have more questions for Eldritch." It says, "So you're going to take us to this? Oh, that's right, the underground place where the collapse happened. Is that correct?"
No. The leader of the underground makes his residence in one of the libertarian. What do you call it?
Libertalian. There's a
Libertalian.
difference between libertarian and libertalian. We don't want to annoy people listening to the podcast.
With one of the libertarian leaders. And
Alright,
I would lead you there to where they are.
all right. Well, let's go there.
Yeah, I'm not offering to give you vague clues to what I've seen so far. I'm trying to indicate to you exactly where I know one of them was and may be right now.
Well, I'm concerned, says the captain. Didn't you actually see some sort of horrible necromancy?
Yes. I mean, did you want to see the location of a necromantic event, or
Yes.
or would you rather see a necromancer?
The necromantic event, they say without pausing for effect.
And I'm just gonna look confused at them because it's like, aren't
They
you
don't-
here to?
They don't want to meet the necromancer that you can take them to. They want to just meet.
First, we want. Kura says, "My duty first is to the greater good. First, I want to make sure that there isn't a persistent and dangerous evil that exists, because we," she says, looking at her associates, "need to go ahead and put that down first. Then we can go ahead and trace the cause of it. Plus,
It
also,
kind of looks away at that suggestion, like totally
Yeah,
innocent,
so, I
didn't do
mean-
anything.
Wouldn't you want to root out the prime motivator and not the symptom?
when we find the supernatural event, we will find evidence of the necromancer. See, there's a problem with necromancers. They look just like anyone else, unless they're actually casting necromantic spells. There could be a necromancer right here in front of us in plain sight, and we never know.
Yeah, but there's always clues that let you know these things.
Right, that's why I want to see the necromantic event. That's the clue.
I believe they are suggesting they will read the signature of it and be able to identify the necromancer himself.
Right. Yes, that
It
would
just
also
seems very weird. Okay, I mean, we'll
the
lead you
other-
there, but I mean, that's just weird.
Well, the other thing Coriana is going to say, and also because we, are here, we only basically have we only have just cause if we're actually here to route out a necromantic event. So finding someone who might be a necromancer and yelling at them for being a necromancer, and trying to prove they are one is going to be extremely difficult. It will be far more difficult than just if you could show us where the evil event happened.
Oh,
and that we would say,
no.
"Look,
See, what we do is we go in there, we talk to him. He'll admit to being a necromancer because he has no idea that you guys are here to figure that out. He'll admit to it.
Okay, that sounds like a good plan. What skills do you have useful to convince Coriana that your plan is a better plan?
Leadership?
Make a roll of mind and leadership.
Damn.
3 successes?
You have conviction, and what you say, I can find no fault with your words. Let's go and meet with Nier.
Very well, let's go.
Okay, so are all four of you going to go meet with Nier?
That seems to be the intention, unless Captain has something planned.
Nope. Let's go.
All right, you travel through the city streets trying to be discreet, but also trying to be observant. So I'm going to need you guys to roll a lot of dice. I'm going to
yeah.
list these dice in the Roll20 chat of what flavors the dice are. Okay? Because the dice I'm looking for are speed, mind, observation, and stealth. That is speed because you want to move quickly, mind because you want to be observant, observation because you want to be observant, and stealth because you don't want to be seen. Does anyone have any special abilities that would help them on this task?
I have keen ears, danger sense, and low profile. Also, streetwise. If that
Danger
helps.
sense, low profile, and streetwise are all good for an extra 3d12.
Do I? Oh, wait, hold on. I'd have to tap a few of those, wouldn't I?
No, none of those are tapped.
Wow, I just
All
have
those.
3D. Can I just succeed automatically?
No, because
Okay.
situations are different now.
This is pretty...
Yeah, danger sense, keen ears, and night vision. Not nighttime, so
Let
Okay.
me,
danger
Let me
sense
just-
and keen ears good for anything.
Danger sense is good for an extra d12.
let me just go
Keen ears
tap
gives me
out the
nothing.
18 dice I have to roll now.
In this regard, keen ears doesn't give you anything. The city is noisy.
Let's
So-
see.
And no one is communicating ultrasonically or in far off register.
Let's see. Roll speed.
Not great.
That'll be fine. Do. Hi guys, I'm not necromancer.
I mean, if I was using to declare a favorite use for stealth in this situation, what would it be?
In the city.
It's not bad. We are
Yes.
spending most of our time in the city anyway.
Well, there are other situations that could be important, but yeah.
I mean, if you pick in the city, you're not picking,
I picked in the
Garrison
city.
Mountains.
I picked in the city, so I got 2 successes.
All right, so Eldritch has 2 successes. Griffin has 2.
Hold on. It's going to take me a minute.
I have 2 and 1 crit.
What do you mean, a crit? What's a crit?
I got the max on the die.
Oh, that's not a game term. Sorry, that's not what a crit is in
He's
this
just
game.
happy about it, I think.
But you can be
Yeah, it just
happy. You
feels
can
nice.
dance a little dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Okay, now see, this is important because there's an assist roll in the game where Ada, you can burn some of your successes to help other losers.
Okay.
But I don't think. But before we do that, I got to pull to see one's loser. Captain Sam has 2 successes. Griffin has 2, and Eldritch, you have 2 as well, right? Eldritch says yes. That's you, Bane. Did we lose Bane?
Who?
Ractus.
Theta.
Waluigi.
Oh,
Okay.
Sorry.
What
was that?
All right. So the obvious losers in all of this are the paladins. Now, the paladins, these 4 were picked because they do have the ability to blend in with the crowd, but they're rolling, they only have 1 success. So they're kind of like standing around, and they look lost because they haven't been to the city before. So they're the ones who are like wandering around blind alleys and lagging behind. So Ada, you can burn one of your successes to help 1 paladin. There are 4 of them, and they only have 1 success apiece.
If you burn 4, 1 for each of them, then you
Yes.
technically bring everyone up to even, I think.
Then you'll go from 7 to 3 and still be in the lead.
Okay.
And
Now,
everyone will
I'm
have an
asking-
average of 2.
That's if you want to do it. Otherwise, you could wait and see what 1 success of looking, because they're rolling 1 success, so they're not like blundering into crowds and screaming, "Hey, death to infidels" or anything like that. They're not doing that. But you might remember that before you were being watched. Do you remember that?
We got jumped by some black cloaks.
Do you remember
Either
that they
they
were
jumped back.
tailing you for a long time before they jumped you?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why I'm asking, when you see the paladins lagging behind like this, do you want to keep your 7 successes and be a ninja and hide, in the crowd, or do you want to like jump out, like grab these guys and say, no, not like that, like this? It's your call.
That is a good point. I could get the drop on someone so hard that I immediately erase them from the world without them even knowing. And
That's assuming there's only 1 of them.
Is that so? Ada, are you keeping your successes or sharing them? Choose.
I wish I could ask someone, but I think that'd be metagaming.
Well, you've got 7 successes, so you could like drop behind like the captain and tap the captain on the shoulder, and scare the shit out of it, and say, "Hey, those paladins are looking pretty obvious."
You know what? I could do honestly, this could be a very useful thing. I could let them lag behind and get kind of messed up and tangled up and stuff, and I could be watching them and see who actually comes out and do counter surveillance.
So Ada chooses to do counter surveillance. All right,
which is a separate defense on its own for those people. It's just a very
okay. So Coriana and the other 3 falcons are going to be wandering around and
can
like
question? Can I give up all of my successes to them?
No, you can usually burn 1.
Couldn't like make myself a big old death to the infidel sort of thing. Like, giving them all of my successes.
Well, let me explain what's going on. So the reason why I had you roll these dice is because this is the montage where you go through the city streets and try not to fall into cones of vision. Also, while you look for suspicious people. The city's full of people. There are street preachers saying that the end is nigh. There are merchants selling stuff. There are guards. There are pickpockets who want to loot you. And Near's place, was the other side of town. So, it's that kind of busy street that you see in a lot of these, kinds of stories. So the first thing you have to do is not get mugged. And then not step in any of the garbage that people throw out their windows, because that's what people do. It's the freaking Middle Ages. So you guys have at least 1 success. So you're not country bumpkins. All right, but with 2 successes, if you were being followed, like if any of the, like if Captain, who stopped you said, "I don't trust these people," follow them, and hired any agents, 2 successes would be enough to defeat any casual agents. Which actually brings us to the problem here, because if you recall, the agents that pursued you before were highly skilled agents.
I feel like
they also got murdered
and can warn us.
Yeah, they were able to score 3 successes. So with your 2 successes, when you're wandering around the city streets, you guys, will find Near's place and get there. But the paladins will look pretty obvious. Not Coriana, but one of Coriana's helpers will hear like a cry for help. And like it's one of those things that sounds suspicious, and when she looks up and hears it, she like reaches for the hilt of her sword and then pauses, thinking, "Oh crap, I'm supposed to." And like Ada, you see all of this. It's like you'll see this paladin. It's like, "Oh man, it's going from that dark alleyway. That sounds like a trap. But what if it's not a trap? I can never forgive myself." And then Ben's going to turn to our other paladins and say, "We have to do this." And it's like, "Oh my god, that's a bad idea." And so 3 of the paladins start to wander off into a dark alley.
Stop them.
Well, I'm not done, because Ada, you're sitting there being a ninja leaping from rooftop to rooftop in that kind of anime fashion where you just blink into place that saves on the animation budget.
I'm phasing in and out of shadows.
Yeah, because you have 7 successes. And you can see that when they move into the alleyway, there were 3 other suspicious people in the crowd that you like had your eye on, and all 3 of them, move from their positions of looking bored on street corners or begging for change. All 3 of them get up and follow the paladins inside. Now, Ada, you've got 7 successes. You could go in after them, or you could try to yell at your friends to go in after them. You could decide paladins aren't worth saving and just let them all die. You could do something else. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm much better at single targeting at this point, so it's better off if I just alert the entire group to consolidate onto that one single target.
All right.
I'm going to look at you when you alert me, and I'm going to go, "I have you to do the fighting.
All right.
You keep them alive."
Now, I believe you can do this, but it's a question of how well you do this. What skills and abilities do you have in mobilizing an entire crew to arms?
Let's see. I don't think I have any of those.
The skills I'll be thinking of are leadership and tactics. And you're an assassin, so I'm guessing you have neither of those.
no.
That's normally my job, but
All right.
I don't fight.
I need you to make a roll of speed, and I will give you a bonus D8 because you're an awesome ninja.
So just speed and a D8.
Yep. Since you don't have any of the abilities I just mentioned.
2D8. Two.
That's two 4s or better. And everyone else is observant. So Ada says, "Hey, the paladin's been in the alley." So Ada can do the just appear in front of everybody and scare the crap out of them and go, "The paladin's been in the alley. It's a trap," and then disappear.
I can loop back round and go and assist. And
So Ada runs off to go into the alleyway. Eldritch, armed with this information, what are you going to do?
I'll follow.
run into.
All right. Sam, what do you do? I think you said you weren't going to follow.
I'll follow.
Okay.
From
And
a distance because I don't fight.
Donovan, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm going to have to follow them at a few pace distance, I think.
Okay. Since the three, Eldritch, do you make haste or you just follow?
I mean, how far away are they?
Eldritch. Eldritch, do you want to roll to get there faster or not roll and just get there late?
I will roll to get there faster.
Don't screw this up. It's going to be a roll of speed and what skills do you have useful in moving quickly through a crowd?
Jumping? Climbing?
Speed and jumping.
Start some parkour here.
Well, there is a lot of garbage in the streets. Plus, there are rooftops.
I'd laugh really hard if he just Assassin's Creed his way around. He's like, you know what? This
One
is
success.
One success. You'll get there slightly late. I mean, you're like, people are in your way and you jump over them. It's like, hey, what are you doing?
I mean, I'll get there really late. It's okay.
All right. So, Ada, you've got 7 successes. So you will, I assume, go the overland route. And, now most of the buildings in the architecture of Heliopolis, a lot of it is the good old-fashioned square slabs. We've just got limestone and baked bricks, and buildings are usually pretty square. But there are some of the newer architecture where they're starting to build domed roofs, and they've got keystone arches and fancy Arabic mat that makes some rooftops sloped. This alleyway, 3 paladins have been talked into going into, is one of those that has the kind of overhanging roofs that cast dark shadows during the day, and is full of trash. I mean, this looks like Burger Alley. With me so far?
Yeah, I get you.
Okay, so the 3 of them come in there, and they see a poor wretch on the ground, like, choking and stuff, and the 3 of them look kind of wary. And that's when not only do the 3, move in behind them, but suddenly the wretch on the ground, like, picks up a dagger that's hiding underneath trash. A short sword that's been hiding underneath trash, and 2 more show up at the other end of the alley. So it's a pincher movement of 3 bad guys, are 3 heroes in the middle and 3 bad guys in the back. Ada, you are on the roof, and you're not surprised, so I will let you act first. What do you want to do?
Okay. Now, a maneuver like this is probably exceptionally hard to pull off, and it would most likely be dangerous if I'm not, skilled enough to do it. So I'm asking if it's possible for me to just drop off the roof and stabilize a guy with my concealed, my assassin's blade.
Falling off the roof is going to be a roll of body and jumping, and do you have acrobatics as a gift?
No.
All right, if you roll body and jumping, it will require 2 successes, which 2 4s or better. Can you make a roll of body and jumping and score 2 successes?
Well, I have a D6 in body, and I have a D6 in jumping, so it would be pretty hard.
Yeah, I mean, not impossible, but if you fail it, you fall on your butt and possibly take damage. And most importantly, not be allowed to attack.
It'll also kind of bruise your butt.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you still want to do it?
No, that's not particularly useful.
All right, well...
Could I use my turn to remove myself from the roof and come from street?
You could run around. You could go a long way and descend slowly. Yeah, you also have ranged weapons.
I do have ranged weapons, but they're
And the
not.
high ground.
Hold on a second. Let me check something real quick. I have to
If
see
the weapon has the concealable descriptor, it benefits from Caress of the Ghost, whether you stab with it or throw it.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to remember if it's a concealed weapon. Is the dart fan a concealed weapon?
It is.
Okay,
The
so
dark part of it is.
Do I throw a regular dart or I throw a poison dart and fuck with everybody?
You want to throw a poison dart. Who do you want to shoot? The disguised person or one of the 5 able-bodied people?
Let's see.
And
Yeah,
I don't think you have spring surprise, so you actually have to deploy this.
Yeah. Okay. So
Or do you have spring surprise? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Okay. So you pull out your fan and then shoot somebody.
Yeah. Just shoot one of the able bodies.
Okay. You get the fan out. One of the able-bodied cat guys will stop, look up, and see you just in time for you to shoot them.
Right in the face.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll. I've rolled a 7.
Okay. I have to find my notebook, which has all my die rolls in it.
And this is all the actions prior to the battle actually happening.
No. This is a battle action. This is part of the battle. You make a battle action, you're in a battle. That's how that works.
I have no clue where my notebook is with all my stuff. Do you happen to know what the fan damage is or to hit?
No. I'm in charge of the universe, and you're in charge of one character.
Hold on, I've got the Book of Jade open.
I have no clue.
Dart fan is body and melee combat.
Yep.
Damage is damage +1 critical.
Yep. So roll your body and melee combat and any other bonuses that you have.
Body. +8. Okay, so 1d6 plus 1d8 plus 1d8 plus... It's 2 more d8 because of the Caress of the Ghost?
If that's what that does, yes. I'd have to look it up. Yep.
That's correct.
All right, I have to get my Book of Jade out. Sorry, I just had the basic Ironclaw book and Horn and Ivory out.
I thought that for some reason the fan did speed, not body. I don't know. I might be wrong.
Well, I just told you what it was, so... if it's a dart fan...
While I'm sure people in the comments will probably have other commentary later...
Wait. What are you attacking with? Dart fan or the spring-loaded dart?
They're attacking with the spring-loaded.
Spring-loaded dart is speed, deceit, and ranged combat. Damage flat 3.
Yeah, that is different. Should I just re-roll that, or?
All right. Everybody gets one roll again. We'll go ahead and re-roll it. By the way, Ada, it's speed, deceit, and ranged combat. Write that down in a place where you can use it, because this is the second time this has come up.
Speed, deceit.
Yeah, and ranged combat. The weirdo martial arts weapons roll weirdo dice, but you guys have to keep track of that.
So, 1d. Yeah, it's actually exactly the same.
Yeah, I think that's what happened last time too. So it's exactly the same. You have rolled an 8, which is a hit. Congratulations. I hope Eldritch still has the book open. How much damage does this do? I believe it's flat. Is it flat 3?
Yep.
All right. So the target, and you use the poison dart, right?
So that's a flat 4 plus.
Oh yeah, poison dart is flat 4 weak.
Flat 4 weak.
Target hurt, also sick.
All right. Oh, you're